Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NIM Community Call. This week featuring none other than Sasha Chudo. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi, yeah. Want to welcome Sasha and all of our guests that are watching us live in the chat. Let us know that you're watching. And yes, Sasha, I got to know you from the NIM art contest. You were one of the winners selected, and really appreciate you taking part in it. It was a big success. I was wondering, though, how did you find out about the NIM art contest?
Oh, it's my husband sent me this tweet because
Okay.
he in Web3. I'm full-time Web3 artist, so
Mhm.
we met on Twitter.
You met
So
your husband on Twitter.
yeah,
Really? Wow.
really.
And he's an artist too.
He made some art to counterparty cards.
Wow. I think that's great. Just in the first minute of the show, we figured out how you met your husband.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's sweet. That's a very Web3 romance story. And so your
Yeah.
husband saw the tweet about the art contest.
Yeah, he know about NIM community and he in crypto for a long time since 2011. So
Oh wow. Nice. Great. All right. Well, let's back up a little bit. How did you get or how did you become a Web3 artist? How did you get into crypto?
before Web3 artist, I was Web2 artist.
Okay, yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
it's like onboarding from Web2 world to Web3. It was COVID times, and everyone hung out in Clubhouse and spaces. And I hosted some spaces about design and art and illustration about my experience because I had a lot of experience in Web2, like Illustrator. So I helped some like designers or artists if they have some questions with my advice. And we talked with one guy. He was designer. He say like, "Are you ever tried like NFT or crypto art?" I said, "No. What is it like?"
Mm-hmm.
So I started in 2021. It was my first my drop was on ETH.
Mm-hmm.
It was March 2021. That's how I started. Like I made my own research about crypto art, how to make it drops, how it's technical possibly, and just
Mm-hmm.
drop my like. I had a lot of experience in digital art, so I just started to work in crypto, and I was surprised because it's no edits, no clients. It's like total freedom. It's nice. I
Nice. Yeah.
I
Wait,
was shocked basically. Yeah,
you were
like
shocked.
how.
That was your
Yeah,
reaction. So when you like quote upgraded from Web 2 to Web 3,
yeah,
uh, you were so that was freedom one of the things that really attracted you, or you thought that was cool?
yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
like
Well,
creativity
what are
free.
some yeah, what are some of the main differences you saw
Mhm.
between Web 2 and Web 3?
First, you have creativity freedom. So if you work like illustrator or designer in Web2, you have a client, you have a like tasks from client, some maybe color schemes or logo or branding which you need include to your art, right? Or a lot of edits sometimes. Like sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's not. It depends of the project.
Mhm.
But and crypto art, you can make any idea which you have. Like you can do anything. It's like freedom, but it's a lot of work at the same time because you need to think about marketing part, like development.
Mhm.
Usually, it's by yourself too. So it's a lot of work, but at the same time, it's freedom. So it's more nice. I don't know, maybe for someone who like work more in like big projects or big teams. It depends of the person. But I
Sure.
like, yeah, I like us to like make my ideas live.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's the whole one of the main reasons to do art. Exactly. So back in 2021, so now you're in Georgia, and back in 2021, were you living in Russia?
Yeah, I live
Yeah.
in Moscow region. Then I moved back to my native city. It's Ural Mountains,
Uh-huh.
Ekaterinburg.
Okay, cool. In the Ural Mountains, nice. So how was it being a Web3 artist in Russia? Was it easy? Like, tell us about like just to do general tasks.
After sanctions, it wasn't easy be to Web2 artist because
Okay.
if your clients from Russia, it's easy. But
Okay.
if you're working worldwide and your clients from different countries, my clients, like I work in rubber hose style. It's like old school cartoon style, like retro cartoons. So mostly my clients was from USA.
Okay. So
And
that's a no
yeah,
go right away, right?
and after sanctions, it was hard because you can't accept payments, for example, because PayPal not working for you, Swift
Hmm.
cut it off.
Hmm.
So that's how I started work like full time in crypto because it's like I had not a lot of choice. And when you work like Web3 artist, it's more decentralized, right? So you sell your art for crypto, and you don't need bank account like PayPal or like something. Also, it was hard because when you work like Web3 artist, your main tool, how you showing your art, how you communicate with your audience, with different artists for collaborations, with different projects for collaborations. You use mostly Twitter, right?
Right.
But when you live in Russia, you can't use Twitter or Instagram because it's blocked. So you need VPN,
Hmm.
and it's just a lot of restrictions. Yeah.
Okay. And so tell us some of your experiences using a VPN to use just simple things like Twitter and Instagram in order to promote your art, contact collectors, clients, just general be a part of Web3. You kind of need to be on the social networks. So yeah, tell us some of your experiences using a VPN from Russia. How did it go?
Sometimes it's hard because, for example, I had some stories when I have a drop, but drop it's like special time, right?
Yeah.
And I need be online at this time because it's like auction, for example, on
Hmm.
your art piece. And auction running, you just can't, like VPN not working. I don't know what's going on, like server blocked or something like happens. And you're trying to find like quick VPN which works. You upload a lot of VPNs and try each.
So
Then
did
you,
you download?
yeah,
Did you download like five free VPNs and try to see which one worked?
yeah, like this. Even if you had like, if you paid for VPN, I paid like for VPN. Sometimes it just stopped working. Like, so it's, yeah, it's annoying, and
So both.
sometimes it's
So
stressful.
yeah, it
Like,
sounds really stressful.
and
So both the free VPN and the paid VPN sometimes just didn't work,
yeah,
and randomly. Yeah, just
yeah,
so it's just basically not dependable at all to you even use a VPN to connect to
yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, and do some basic
Sometimes I'm
tasks.
just like waiting a few days, and then they fixed this problem, and you can be online again. But like if it's something like auction or drop or something, like you have a deadline, Sometimes,
Mhm.
even if you Web3 and you running your like projects by yourself, you have deadlines sometimes, and you need to be online. And if
Yeah,
it's not possible, it's like very stressful for you.
yeah, definitely. Frustrating.
Yeah, frustrating for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's just take a look at your submission to the NIM art, and it's ironically on Twitter. If I would load the right one, that would be better. Just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing this live. Here we go. Okay, now here we are. So let's see here. You wrote, real obstacles don't take you in circles, they can be overcome. Invented are ones like a maze. From through BTC, the Pepe maze. Are you thinking about maze through the Pepe head and everything else?
Uh, I made it. It's hand drawn art. I made it. It's like animation. I made it in Procreate. And when I had idea of this piece, I thought about decentralization and privacy when you use Bitcoin, like mostly because orange is symbol of Bitcoin for a lot of people, right?
Okay. Hmm.
So
What's the maze?
even if you maze, it's like all restrictions which you have in your life,
Oh,
but you
okay.
can
Oh,
go
that makes
through
total sense.
them. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I really
If
like
you,
that one.
yeah.
Oh no, go on, keep talking.
Oh, thank you. So if you go through this maze, you like can be, you can have like more privacy and be anon totally, right? And yeah, something like this.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not always that easy to explain. Let me see if we have a few questions in the chat. Okay, here's a. We'll just do a funny one now. Oh wait, how do I highlight it and put it in the thing? Shoot. Okay, just a second. I'm trying to do a technical thing.
Mhm.
Here we go. Has anyone recognized you as the queen of memes on the street and asked for a photo of you?
I had the stories. Yeah, it was
Really?
on crypto event. Uh,
Oh wow.
I was, yeah, I was on Token 2049 in Dubai this year, and I walking on the street, and it was a event in gallery. So when I just stayed by the entrance, people come to me and say, "Oh, I recognize your voice from space," or like, "I know you." Like I had few, yeah, few stories like people recognize me, but it was like in the places when it's a lot of Web3 people there. So
Okay. Hey, so you're a little queen of memes. It's a little bit of a celebrity.
I don't know. Probably, yeah. I'm very humble.
Uh, yeah, that's good. I appreciate that too. What inspires you to create your art?
Oh, it's a lot of things. Sometimes it's a movie, like sometimes it's music. Like mostly when I'm making my art, I like to make my art when I'm listening like music in earphones. Sometimes I'm just pick one or few tracks with mood which I need. Like sometimes it's like something like more aggressive, sometimes it's something more like more romantic or soft or like funny. So it depends of the mood.
Okay,
Sometimes
cool.
it's some stories or different art of classic artists, like classic world art. Sometimes it's just some topic. For example, here, like we have theme, like from signal to noise, right? So it's always different.
Oh, hi. Okay.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Now you can hear me. Excuse me.
Yeah, now you're back.
Uh, yeah. The authorities were blocking me. Yeah. So, like, yeah, the art contest had the slogan "Signal to Noise," and that's because the NIM MixNet, the NIM network, creates noise cover traffic to help hide what you're doing, so that you're able to use the VPN. So that's an extra feature of the NymVPN. So that was the whole point. And I want to remind people that we have a campaign, art contest campaign called Bring the Noise. And all you do is download NymVPN, run anonymous mode, and show us how long, give us screenshots about how long you've been online. And we'll get the link to that too. But some people in the chat have already been doing it, and it's going pretty good. So, yeah, while we're here, I'm going to show some more of your art that was not in the contest. Let's see here. What do I have? Actually, I have the Wojak Way stuff because I
Oh,
thought that was really interesting and different looking. Yeah.
thank you.
So, what is the
Yeah.
name of this? Bond of Jack 1?
Yeah, and Bond of Jack 2. It's like two counterparty cards, which if you have both, it's make like it's connected and it's one piece. But basically, it's two cards.
Okay. And what's going on here? This is like your version of a Wojak. Why is it in a strip like that? What's the concept?
Uh, the artist. It's like one of my favorite artists. It's Escher.
Yeah.
It's his piece, but I made it like a Wojak. It's a rememe. But
Okay,
I
cool.
made it from like uh, from scratch, so it's hand drawn. Everything like I had a process of this piece. It's one of my favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is
So
hand drawn, and you see on one side is a kind of angry Wojak,
yeah,
kind of like MC Escher, and
yeah.
on the other side is a kind of like a happy Wojak,
hmm It's
right?
like yin yang. Yeah,
Yeah. So it's kind of like
like
yin and yang Wojak. It's almost like yin
yeah.
and yang Wojak, MC Escher inspired, kind of.
hmm Yeah, correct. I
Oh,
thought
that's
like
nice.
it's cool idea for counterparty cards. It's collectible cards, right?
Correct.
So it's cool idea make like one landscape piece, not portrait orientation, landscape orientation, and cut it half. So you have two cards, but at the
Hmm.
same time it's one piece. And I made
Hmm. Yeah.
this two cards for Wojak, and I have another one. It's same concept, but it's for rare Coco directory on counterparty.
Right on. Okay, I'm trying to load this next piece, but we can definitely Lord Jamie um, Keck portrait. Do you see it?
Yeah, yeah.
Tell us about this.
Hello, Jamie. He is my friend. So uh, it's like a version of his. Right now, he have a different PFP, but before he had a like PFP with a purple background and pixel punk on this PFP with cigarette. So it's my version, but in more abstract style. It's like style like Roy Lichtenstein, something like this, inspired.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And I like thought it's funny because it looks like pop art, but I call
Yeah,
this pep art.
that part. Yeah. What's up with the lips everywhere?
You
I don't
know,
know if
like
you have you know.
each artist making art like himself. So
Ah, okay. So this is how you view your lips too, right? Like
yeah,
this?
like this. If
Yeah,
if
because
I
I know
if I if I'm a frog, I'm looking like this for sure.
if you're a frog, this is what you'd look like. All right, we've got it here, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah,
So
but this is piece. It's like funny. It's inspired by Quentin Tarantino movie Pulp Fiction. But
yeah.
you can see on the background it's short and some
Oh, I see the
details.
chart
It's
now. Yeah.
yeah, some details. It's like crypto, for example, her necklace and chart. Like I like to put small details. So when you watch on piece more longer time, you can check all these details. But when you watch quick, maybe you don't realize what is on the background or something like yeah.
No, that's cool. Yeah, because then every time you see something different. But I did notice that you have those same kind of lips on most of your Pepes. Even the one in the art contest, he or she has those lips too.
Yeah, it's like how I'm making a frog lips. My yeah.
Okay, cool. That's nice. Okay, let's go over here.
How you can recognize its piece by me just
Yeah,
checking
yeah,
it.
that's your trademark. Those lips, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
one of them.
And how about in Georgia? Is it easier to access? It's not Twitter and Instagram and things are not banned in Georgia, and there's no sanctions against Georgia right now. I don't think, right?
Yeah, it's more crypto friendly because they have like crypto exchanges here. So like Bitcoin culture here, it's like more crypto friendly. You can see like like a machine for Bitcoin on the street, for example. Or they have official exchange. Like if you
Okay, cool.
crypto, if you work in Web3 or crypto, it's for sure more comfortable to
In
live here.
Georgia.
But yeah, I'm here not so long time, so I
Hmm.
just like moved 1 month ago.
Okay, cool. So, one Anderson asks, where did you learn to do this meme arts, and did you take any courses?
Oh, I'm self-taught artist. My
Hmm.
grandfather was an artist. He made oil paintings, illustration for books. He was actor and artist. And my mom had this talent from her father, and I have this talent from my mom. When I was a kid, I went like few years in art school, but in college I learned marketing. But it's good for you if you're working in Web3 and you artist. So you need probably both parts. You need to know about marketing if you want to launch your projects and present your project better. It's good to know marketing part too. So then I was bored and burnout, and I just stopped work like PR manager. I work like 7 or 8 years. I took a course, online course about vector art, and start working like freelance illustrator. But I haven't any like classic college art education. Just
Cool.
yeah, few courses about vector character design, basically. Other I just learn by myself. It's a lot of free tutorials on YouTube, for example, for how to work in Procreate, how to make digital art, how work in Adobe Illustrator, how make animation in After Effects, or like how work in Photoshop. I'm
Mhm.
making not only digital art, I'm making physical, but physical I think is just talent from my grandfather by nature, probably. And
Well, you had
and
to
I,
practice a little bit, right? It
and
didn't just
yeah,
come.
not a little bit, like you need to
Yeah,
practice a lot every day.
yeah.
In like more you practice, more you watch on different like artists too. Like you need to learn classic art. It's good to copy classic art. It's like
Mhm,
good exercise. For example, you you watch on like some Van Gogh piece and trying to make same just
mhm.
for yourself. But when you copy this classic art, you can notice like how the artist make this like what he thought in this time, like the struct, like the concept, the engineering part of art, like
Definitely.
this.
All right, we have another question about a movie, which I don't think I've seen it.
What a movie.
Have you seen the new movie Substance? I think it can inspire you to create something. Have you seen it? I haven't.
I haven't. I think no.
Okay, cool. Well,
I'll
yeah,
Google. Yeah,
yeah,
I'll put note.
yeah, we'll put it on the list.
Yes,
Put it
for
on the
sure.
list. Yeah.
Last movie I saw, I love like when I was a kid. I love Tim Burton.
Okay,
When I
nice.
yeah, last movie I saw Beetlejuice. It's
Ah,
nice.
Beetlejuice, the new one. Have you ever
Yeah,
seen the
new one.
old? Have you seen the old one?
Oh, of course, many times. It's
Okay,
one of my favorite.
of course. Yeah, but sometimes when I ask people that, they didn't know that there was an old one. Maybe they're just the wrong age or they missed it,
Oh,
you know?
I just fan of Tim Burton, like and
Oh,
his
okay.
movies. So
Okay, cool.
I watch a lot of movies and cartoons and his art books also. He had art books with illustrations too,
Nice. What
like
artists do you
sketches.
like from the classics and from the modern ones? You mentioned MC Escher. Any others?
Uh, it's changed all the time. Like, for example, in 2021, I loved more like pop art, something like Basquiat maybe, or uh, Roy Lichtenstein. And right now, the more I'm working like an artist, and your taste, it's always like changes when you grow like artist. Now I like more minimalistic abstract art. Maybe it's like Russian constructivism, Kandinsky.
What was the last one?
Ah,
The last one, Russian what?
constructivism.
Russian constructivism. Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
interesting. I'm going to look that up. I might already be familiar. I really like Russian. They call it agitprop, like the propaganda posters. You know,
Yeah.
I really
Yeah,
like
I
those. Are
know. Yeah,
really,
yeah, yeah.
I really have always been a fan of those. Those are really, really good.
I think it's like Bauhaus, something
It
classic
is like
from
Bauhaus
poster
a little.
design and
Yeah,
graphic
yeah, yeah.
design. It's like base of
It's
graphic
so
design
good.
for sure.
Yeah.
So right now, I think I'm like when I work like Web 2 illustrator, I'm working mostly on character design. And right now, I'm kind of tired to work in cartoon, funny like style.
Yeah.
And like I enjoy more work in something abstract and minimalistic.
Cool. All right, we'll do one last question, and then we'll be almost finished. Here we go. What is your dream as an artist? What would you like to achieve with your art? What a big question.
Oh, my dream, I made it.
Wow. See, here we go. You already made it.
Yeah, my dream was like a lot of years. It was made exhibition and curate and help to some underrated artists to bring eyes on his like their works. So September this year, I made my dream like life. So I organized and curate my first exhibition. I hope later when I like mm, when I am not so burnout and tired right now, because when you're moving in different country, like you switch time zones and
Hmm.
you need some time to like just it's not jet lag, it's just to adapt for new like environment and new
Definitely.
city and everything. So yeah, it was my dream to make exhibition. Yeah, and I made it. Maybe later I made some more, and not like with Pepe topic, or just Pepe or meme art, maybe something different. I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah.
like I worked in the like an artist for a long time, like in Web 2 then in Web 3, like many years, and maybe right now I'm prefer more to work on like organize something than make my own pieces sometimes.
Cool. Okay. Well, we're coming to the end, and we are giving away a POAP, but we don't usually show the image. I'm just going to put a link. But you also can mint it, Sasha. But it's free to mint, but it's only
Oh,
available for a limited time. So it's really for the live
uh-huh.
viewers. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Here's the link, and then when it asks you for a password, then you put this in. Make more noise. So
Oh,
make sure to
cool.
get the POAP. Um, it should be some artwork that I made this week about noise. So it's a limited edition Theo Goodman POAP.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, and you can only get it now. So I think the window is only open for about an hour. So it's really
Hmm.
geared for everybody that's watching live.
So it's real alpha right now.
It's real out. We're giving out real alpha here on the
Yeah.
community call. Uh, we've got VPN stories from Russia. We've got alpha. We're minting POAPs, limited time only. Could be life changing. You never know how much that thing could be worth in 10 years. You never know. Limited edition NIM POAP. Probably won't be worth anything. No investment advice, but who knows? Any final words, Sasha, before we head off? Where can we find you, and what's your next thing that we should be looking out for?
Like mostly last year, I'm work only on Bitcoin, mm. and last like 6 months I work on this project like exhibition. But my next project is gonna be ordinals collection. I made it one at May pizza day. I had this idea and accident. Then I realized like, oh fuck, I have this idea in pizza day. It's funny, like accident. So I'm working on this collection like at a lot of time, and maybe now it's time to drop it finally.
Okay,
So
great.
next project is ordinals. Yeah.
So you've been working on an ordinals project for a while, getting the art ready, and now you're gonna drop it on us at
Like
some point.
art was ready like more than a year ago, but first it was like problem with not market was in a bad condition. Then like fee
Hmm.
was too high and
Hmm.
something like not fit.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
you
yeah.
need like right time to drop something.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Cool.
I just
Hey,
waiting. Yeah.
more alpha, more alpha, everybody. So you have to make sure to follow her so you get the latest that this is going to drop soon.
And where more easy find me, it's just in Twitter, I think.
Cool. So I put the Twitter link in the comments. I want to thank everybody in the NIM community, any other viewers. Big thanks to Sasha for coming on. And I want everyone to make sure to bring the noise, run the NymVPN if you haven't already. It's in beta right now, so it's free. So check it out. This is Theo Goodman signing off for the NIM community.